Hey guys, I'm Dan the Wolfman. I'm the head MMA, grappling, and self-defense coach here at T-Rex Gym. Hey guys, I first got into martial arts when I was 9 years old after watching The Karate Kid. So I started in Taekwondo the next day, and eventually it just kept growing and growing and growing. When I was 18, I went away to university, and I came back on the weekends to hang out with my friends. And they popped in a tape, a VHS tape, that's how old I am, of the Ultimate Fighting Championship back in 1995. That UFC and that no-holds-barred fighting has eventually turned into MMA, and I started training with one of the fighters I saw on those videotapes. Eventually, it took me a year to find him, and I started doing wrestling and judo and jiu-jitsu and jeet kune do and Muay Thai kickboxing and wrestling and putting it all together. And that's what MMA is. So I've spent a year moving around the world to train with the world's best fighters and grappling instructors ever since. And I've been doing martial arts now 28, almost 29 years. And I've been doing MMA for 18 years, before it was even known as MMA. Mixed martial arts is for everyone. You don't have to be a fighter to come to T-Rex Gym and do MMA. Do it. Mixed martial arts traditionally is a mixture of Muay Thai kickboxing, Western boxing, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. But in recent years, judo, karate, taekwondo, and the whole gamut of martial arts are coming into play. It's good to learn self-defense skills as well, and this will give you real applicable skills that you can use and feel motivated and powerful, and basically it helps anybody out. You don't have to be a fighter, but if you choose to one day, then you better be willing to train. At 18, I really started cross-training a little bit, and this is really before MMA got popular, before the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, was around. But by 18 I had seen it, and by 20 years old I had found Dan Severn, the Beast, one of the first UFC champions, the first wrestler in the UFC. So I was learning wrestling at the same time that I was in the daytime doing jiu-jitsu. Or I'd do jiu-jitsu in the daytime and I'd go do jeet kune do and shuto, which is a form of catch wrestling, and Muay Thai kickboxing at night. So I've always been blending things. And since then, I've trained with many famous fighters, such as Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson, Tank Abbott, Militich Fighting System in Iowa with Robbie Lawler, Tim Sylvia, Matt Hughes. I've trained at Black House with Lyoto Machida. I've trained with Eddie Bravo. I've trained with Saulo Ribeiro. These are top jiu-jitsu guys. My current grappling instructor is Gokar Shavichian and Judo Jean LaBelle, who's still teaching at 83 years old. So I've really traveled around the world. I just came back from my 5th trip to Japan, training with Yushin Okami and Akiyama. My 2nd trip in Thailand I just finished off, and then I came to Malaysia, and I'm here at T-Rex Gym to pass on my knowledge to you. So basically, in a day of training in MMA, you're not only going to do MMA class, but you're going to go to your Muay Thai classes. If you're more interested in self-defense, you'll come to self-defense classes, to Kali stick and knife fighting classes with our Filipino instructor. And in MMA class, you're going to learn it all. You're going to learn your striking, which isn't just Muay Thai, but I do a lot of karate-style blitz attacks in and out, the highest level stuff that the current champions are starting to win with. And you're going to learn your wrestling, Greco-Roman and freestyle wrestling. You're going to learn some judo takedowns. You're going to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu on the ground. I'm known as one of the world's most known catch wrestling instructors with a lot of weird submissions, neck cranks, and leg locks. So you're going to learn an entire blend of martial arts, and I also teach Russian martial arts as well. So that's really what MMA is. It's taking the best of all martial arts and adapting it to yourself and learning what would work in a real fight. Be that in the cage if you want to compete at the amateur or professional level someday, or if you ever have to defend yourself, you'll know how to, and you'll have that confidence because you learn to fight in all ranges of combat, from outside kicking range to boxing range to clinch wrestling and judo range to the ground grappling range. So that's what MMA is, and I have a lot of experience, and I'd be happy to teach you. MMA is the fastest growing sport in the world. You got the UFC, you got the ONE FC based in Singapore, and they're coming to Malaysia. You got Malaysian Invasion, F3. You got all these organizations are popping up, but literally anyone can come in. You don't have to be a young kid or a college student. I get older females that want to get in shape. I get older guys that have a passion because they love to watch the sport. So really, people from all walks of life can come in, and basically you just got to be willing to put in the work and the sweat. You don't have to take super hard punches to the head, but you got to be willing to work hard and try to get better and learn new techniques every single day. And it's about making yourself a better martial artist and a better mixed martial artist every day of your life. So every day is a learning day, and it really helps get rid of the stress of the day-to-day life. Because when you're grappling live with somebody or you're sparring somebody, you have to be completely and utterly in the moment, and all your worries go away. So you'll like it too. Get off your butt and get in the gym.